only going to have the Haunt to play with. Meanwhile, the kill out towards B, it hasn't shaken up the defense too much. Ange just takes a space inside of A main. He'll eventually be met by 2 defenders, then 3 more to follow as he dances around the box. After finding the first kill, finds the second, and all right, things even as the rotates start to come on through. Again, Koala chipped away at. That Haunt goes down, a dash on in, takes more damage from the Nano Swarm, but ZexRow just wasn't ready for the aggression, and sure, Drone gets one. That has not been enough as that spike will get planted.
Maybe assuming that jet dash into Cloudburst was going to be some type of spike plant. Instead, he's like, nah, buddy, I'm coming for your spawn. That's a huge frag and a huge move from koalanoob. And now at least Trick all alone in a 1 versus 2 when it's all said and done. Just does have utility, but that will give his position away. So he's trying to be a little bit sneaky about it.
Trick has made the change to play the Sky here, and agent he feels a bit more comfortable on. Koala just going to be playing contact off his teammate, who's still here on the site.
Let's see how M80 plays out this bonus. It looks like they definitely want to play the contact play on B. Stars are starting to go down to provide a little bit of smoke cover as they try to enter into the site. We've already broken through some of the Killjoy utility, but some still remains.
Yeah, I mean, complete vacancy. Here we go, 0 occupants on the B site. Go ahead and find yourself a room, and that's exactly what they do. They get that spike planted, and now everybody backs away to their respective rooms. Meanwhile, a glaring issue in Series 1 was the lack there of playing around the entirety of the map, and we're getting it again here as they come from spawn. Zex will find the first out from the link, and maybe it doesn't matter. Strength and numbers starting to work here as they push their way onto the site. NiSMO finally able to answer for 1. Narrate going to find his way onto the board, a tap onto the spike. That's a quick kill, make it 3 for NiSMO. Finds the 4th, but it's just not enough. Narrate there to hang on.
Knockdowns available for both sides.
I believe that's fast. The Stinger also only comes with 3 stars in total, and as you said, yeah, the pace is, they're definitely pushing it here, but they're caught with util out. It was a flash and then a Prowler's. Koala there for the trade, now looking to work his way onto the side. Has a rifle, but the operator here on Pillar. Scoped rifle, turned shotgun, no, turned scoped shotgun as he right-clicks and finds the body of Koala. That's the jet down, and Narrate looking unfazed here in their first official for the Challenger circuit. And he's going to ask for some more. Lockdowns traded back and forth. The Prowler finds absolutely nothing, but eventually this attack in M80 are going to have to find their way off the site, and it looks like they want to do so aggressively. Nope. Okay, one going to get detained. Should be run down. Saved for a moment. Now they've got this triangulation as there's the detained member to fall, and it's everybody else right behind him. Mad Lions tie us up.
That's Bladestorm. So, you know they're behind, so to speak, as far as firepower goes. There's win conditions for them here. They're going to try to use Cosmic Divide to get into B site and block off heaven and backhauls. They know that there could be someone pillars though, and that's why Koala goes looking for him. But Trick finds the frag, but John with the pinch.
Yeah, John, great timing there. Trick was looking to find another. Unfortunately, could not do so. Now that that spike gets planted, Night falls out. Narrate pushes the wall, tries to take the shot, and unfortunately, it goes wide once more as we trade. Nightfall for Nightfall here on the site. It's all up to Mad Lions to look to retake this one, and they have to do so with 2 operators here. Dust, it feels awful as another shot will go wide. Seas goes out to now Drone, the liaison for the operators. He looks to push back sight, led by NiSMO. Narrate can hold the angle, take the shot, and land it up close and personal, and unfortunately, the ADS.
Based on what they're feeling, this is a big 1v1 that's probably about to happen here between Trick and Thaner that could really dictate this round.
Well, how about the 1v1 that's possible? Narrate looking to play the jump peaks. Shorty comes out and Koala tries to deal with the Haunt. As that guiding light gets a little weird, NiSMO once more pops the ult. Fortunately gets taken down. Resurrection available. Trick, though, playing backstab all the way out towards main, and now they have to worry about where this Sky is at. He's been pivotal here in the retake as Narrate asleep on the angle for a second too long. Could not get the rifle up, and it allows for the cross onto the site, and it allows johnqt to just start cutting down his teammates around him. As it's all up to Narrate and Trick once more. Seekers for information. Only 3 of 4 to be detected. eeiu to be taken down, standing just atop the spike. Narrate wants to go aggressive, has the op. johnqt falls asleep on the angle, looks the wrong way, and this one looking that much more digestible here as both players play inside. Art, the flashes through. NiSMO, the next to fall. Koala has to hang on. The shot goes wide. Narrate just has to hold the angle. Koala does it again. The knives online, the classic in hand, and the blades will be enough for the eBay clutch. And Trick, anything but passive here, playing just on the site to make sure nobody pushes that smoke. A bit closer on the angle here in Flowers as well.
Nightfall available for M80 to take the site with 12 smokes going down, and they are indeed going to press forward with that. Spy Flash is coming in as well. koalanoob using it to get the pick on the trick.
And something very scary is the amount of util dumped here. And for M80, they're saying, we're just going to win everything out, right? You're still waiting on that gravity well to come back. You don't have that fragment. And unfortunately, you don't have koalanoob either. 2 players now that stand for M80. And what do they have to play in the post plan? Fortunately, John's hung on to the nano swarms and the alarm bot. Not really in a position, though. And look at where the spike's at. At this point, if you're mad, where are you expecting these players to be at? That they've planted the spike backside. Do you expect one default? No, the clear is out towards secret. You only goes good for 1, and John, unfortunately, couldn't get the util down. He takes the rifle fight, and he loses it. Mad back on the board here at the end of the round. Crunched here inside link.
Yeah, Mad wasting no time pinching B. johnqt about to feel the heat here as Drone and company are looking to box him in. Narrate will be the one to find the frag, but it was certainly pressure from all angles that was the demise of johnqt, and Narrate continues to pop off.
And Koala just dashed right onto the side, I think, just before the flash, and he's immediately dealt with. So again, M80 just getting outside themselves, and Mad Lions capitalizing on these forward positions. As I say that, though, Zander and eeiu look to get things back to the way that they should be, the way that M80 want them to be. And Narrate and ZexRow, they get to play the clock, and they're very healthy here in the pistol round. Armor onto 1. Narrate just gonna quickly deal with them all. 3 kills for the young Jet. ZexRow there to top it off, and Mad Lions take the pistol.
But the counter Nightfall kind of swats it back for a moment.
The players here, however, not affected inside art. They are gonna push their way through the utility. Flash out to the backside, but there's nebula smoke. No, there's just eeiu standing there to take the fight, but the bloodshed, it's finally over. That spike will get planted.
Spike planted.
And as the smoke subside, 2 players remain on both sides. Operate in the hands of Koala. Uncharacteristic makes the miss, but NiSMO makes the most of it. And of course, it's the dynamic duo from Ghost to M80.
Clearing out B-Link this way to make sure that they at least have some type of wall they can back up to. Narrate coming in, though, with the judge. eeiu is going to strike down the gavel of his own, though.
Oh, okay, Trick. Gonna swap off of his rifle to that judge. Fortunately, eeiu there to trade once more. Eventually taken down, and numbers now favor Mad Lions as they work to get that spike planted. A Prowler into link to make sure nobody pushes that angle. But as we see, it's johnqt out towards the spawn. It's Zander up inside the heavens. The cosmic divide that separates them from this site for now. And unfortunately, a turret. Okay, they'll give it to him. I'm saying not a very telling turret. Players could still be back sight. The wall will subside. Zander and play the angle back halls. Look at the economy. This might just be an M80 save. You would think that they've got all Gucci everything, but that's just not the case. Hunt dealt with. Trick followed just before that. I think maybe the ideas weren't the same as johnqt wanted to back away from it, but now they're just taking this site. They're both so low. They've got the high-low, but Angel spray him down and clutch it out. He gives it over to Trick. Or Narrate. However, that one went respectively because they have been doing so much for this team. They are the firepower thus far. We'll see if they can stick to that. Backs against the wall. 12-6. Nightfall down onto the A site. A bit of Killjoy utility. Expended here at the start of this one. Zander looking to spam. He's got himself a Vandal, so we'll back away to safety after Gravity Well goes at his feet. Narrate, however, goes aggressive, but eeiu, the run and gun is just too much. It's Nightfall on the opposite side. It's a backstab from johnqt, who's looking to make me eat my words. 2 of his own as Ange battles back, a sheriff in hand, and he deals with eeiu. And the clock now ticking, but that's the only member thus far to fall here for the defense. It's both out towards Art. It's Trick. It's Ange. It's a Spectre. It's a Vandal. And they get to play with the clock. Spectre kill for the first. Backs away to safety. Now looking to drop the Cosmic Divide. A flash on the opposite side. johnqt finds that third. Needs to find some more. Instead, he'll be silenced. And NiSMO will pick up right where John left off. The final kill here on Pearl. And 13-6 is where we finish.
That they're actually not hitting A, that they might be falling back. But M80, discipline as ever, holding their line.
And this, oof, okay, that's a little uncharacteristic. I was gonna say the discipline isn't uncharacteristic of M80, right? They're gonna give you the respect until you lose it. But NiSMO not ready on that angle. Unfortunate, but the kills, they eventually find their way through. It's Zander to find the first couple as Drone able to snag a trade. It's a 2-for-1 thus far as the defenders all make their way out towards the A site, and the attackers, well, they are still here. Spike in hand, but no clear exit. If you want to walk out, you have to walk through what were the sight lines of eeiu and koalanoob. Now it's just Koala. Hold the angle, 0 point. I'm wondering how much information that actually garnered. Zex still off the side, and the 0 point didn't do a whole lot here. They're walking up on the site. The backs are turned. eeiu there to capitalize. 2-for-1 thus far, but it's all up to Zex now. The spike has fallen unfavorable here in the position.
10 seconds
Capitates one. The robot need to be recharged into the next one. Back to the factory. He'll go. For some reason, flirting with the idea of grabbing the ghost, but just can't do it because of the rope. That spike. Yeah, difficult situation. Didn't have the weaponry to fight alongside the util. And now they do have the weaponry, and they're quickly taking this site. Narrate capitalizes on the first. Zex gonna find the spam through the wall and headshot eeiu. 2 players down. A median look at Narrate. Back sight looks to cut down a couple of more. Now johnqt left to pick up the pieces, but there's 3 players just in front of him. That spike not yet committed here up towards Maze. If John can find something. Spots a leg, spots the jump peak. Now the paranoia sets in, right? Where are the rest of the attackers here? Is the ring around the Rosie deep on the site. 3 players gonna be crossing up on it. 1 player just off, and John's got himself all the way into the back lines here. Spots out Zex, now looking to take a fight elsewhere.
Tom's being wild.
Yeah, instead of just over the tubes, unfortunately, Drone got a little wild. They're not clearing the angles, and Zander there to capitalize. Ange's gonna get this spike planted, sure, but again, at what cost? 2 players dead. I guess when you look at this round and you say, hey, what do we bring into this one? You put yourself in a pretty good spot. NiSMO needs to be aware as he just starts running through mid. Trick punishes. Oh my god, does it again. There goes the dynamic duo. Looking to work hand in hand. Instead, they go down 1 by 1. Drone goes out. It finds the tag. The pit still to be worked through. Is eeiu and John now trying to work hand in hand. Still worried about the player out towards mid. Trick, no way. Dies to the turret. I mean, it's just poetic the way that Trick dies there. The Viper also gonna go down. Unfortunately, in the bus stop, Narrate never noted. And he'll take the clutch to tie us up. A flawless yes here on Icebox. This one, there's a chance at it. If Drone goes down, he can be resurrected. No Commando gonna turn off the abilities. Fortunately, johnqt just out of range, so he stalls for a moment longer. But look at the space being taken. Koala was ready for it. Here's the rope. And 6 sits down as ZexRow. Zander gonna play lineups of his own as Trick goes aggressive. It's right into the face of 2 defenders. Wall in hand, and Narrate will punish. Koala is down. And this round maybe not looking winnable for M80 until John takes matters into his own hands. But Ange, the man of the hour, has had a couple of huge rounds in the clutch, and he looks to do it again here as the last one standing. 1-for-1 the trade. Snake bites are out, 70 HP, and eeiu a bit quicker on the draw. The round will go the way of M80. Back with Drone.
0 point back for NiSMO to help start clearing the side out. Other utility will start pouring in as well here as the recon ball. They start walking down the site. There's 2 up against the back wall. Drone has been spotted, and now he's been dealt with. Narrate on the rotation up top, able to get 1, but eeiu trades it immediately.
Yeah, good return from eeiu there. The cast through the roof here for this M80 squad. NiSMO gonna collect ZexRow as he tries to back away to screens. And Ange now the next one up to the plate. It's a very healthy NiSMO. You can't quite say the same for the Viper. So you'd actually eventually deal with it. And hey, how about it? 4 kills to eeiu, and that number in that. And if this is a feint, they could be baiting themselves in, right? Kind of haphazardly investing this utility, not completely clearing because they don't want to go this way. And oh my goodness, Trick could have got so much more, but he drops down into the aim of 2. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. Ange here still to battle it out, though. The damage being dealt. Eventually, Ange will fall. There's a Visine for that. Says Mad Lions. They get rid of the green screen. This spike yet to be planted. 15 seconds left. Somebody's got to make a move. Beautiful flash on the backside, and NiSMO just sprays them down. Spike planted basically for free as johnqt finds himself in a tough spot. Out goes the turret. The blade's just behind it. No! What a turret it was. It blocks Narrate from dashing to safety after the knives go wide. Shock darts in the mid. Didn't quite deal with the utility that I think they were hoping 4. Meanwhile, Mad Lions being pushed all the way up. Narrate. And, I mean, no urgency really to get out of there. And unfortunately, Drone tried to turn around to help him out. And Drone's now dead, so 2 players off the board. A resurrection makes this one 5 alive for M80. It's 13-6 is what we saw on Pearl. It's quite possible that history repeats itself as we moved over to Icebox. The self-heal, the fragment, the slow, the Viper's pit. Ange is just having himself a good time as he goes down.
What a Viper's pit, bro. This is sorry. That buckled me. I don't think I've quite seen a Viper's pit deployed there before.
I just wanted to lock it down. You know, you can only play through mid or A, go right back into the welcome arms of ZexRow. He'll take the fight with eeiu, and there is still a world where Zex can hang on here. But it's a bit of Killjoy utility, and 3 players still on the other side, although Ange forfeited his life. ZexRow a bit more diligent here in this one. NiSMO on the long angle will eventually get it done in M80 fashion. They came to make a statement. That's exactly what they did as they remain undefeated after a 2-0 victory of Mad Lions.